Hello students. Hi. So welcome you all to the next session on inverse trigonometric functions. Students, we were doing the exercise problems from exercise 2.2 of this chapter in the previous sessions, and there are a few questions which have been left over, and we are going to continue with where we left over in the last session. And today we are going to deal the questions of this type. Now let us see this question. Prove that tan inverse of 2 by 11 plus tan inverse of 7 by 24 is equal to tan inverse of 1 by 2. This question has been asked in July 2019 for 2 marks. We're going to solve it using the properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Are you ready? Okay. Now to solve this question, I'm going to use this property. Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. We can see here this condition will be valid only if x into y is less than 1. You can see here, you can put x is equal to 2 by 11 and y is equal to 7 by 24. Definitely x into y will be less than 1. Okay, so let us consider. Now what we have here is LHS. Consider the left hand side here. Left hand side is I have tan inverse of 2 by 11 plus tan inverse of 7 by 24. Okay, so according to this formula, I'm going to get it as tan inverse of x plus y, that is 2 by 11 plus 7 by 24 divided by 1 minus x into y, that is 2 by 11 into 7 by 24. Okay, we have just used it using the property. Now we are going to take the LCM of the numerator here. So this is tan inverse of, you can check it, LCM of 11 and 24 is 264. So if you take the 11, if you divide the term 264 by 11, you will get 24. So 24 2s is 48. Okay, plus again you will get, if you divide 264 by 24, you will get 11. Okay, so 11 into 7 will be 77. Okay, divided by 1 minus 2 into 7 is 14 divided by 11 into 24 is 264. Okay, this is just by taking the LCM in the numerator and multiplying these two terms in the denominator. So this is nothing but we are going to get tan inverse of, you can add 77 plus 48 will be nothing but 125 divided by 264. Okay, divided by, now again if you take the LCM, you are going to get 264 minus 14. What is 264 minus 14? You will get 250 divided by 264 is the denominator even here. Now you can cancel the denominators. You are going to get tan inverse of 125 divided by 250. Okay, so I think it's very clear, you can easily check here. So this is nothing but tan inverse of, we know 125 ones are and 125 twos are is 250, and that is what I want to prove. So this is nothing but your RHS. Okay, I considered LHS and I got the RHS using the formula of tan inverse x. So this is hence proved. This is how you prove these kind of questions on tan inverse x. Okay, so this is the question which has been asked once in the examination. Now I'll give you a similar question for you as an assignment, and remember that question is the worked example in the textbook. So friends, as we have proved in the previous question, you can, in the similar pattern, you can use, you can prove this question which is already the worked example in the textbook. So we have to prove that tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 2 by 11 is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. Okay, so I hope you can easily do this question by yourself. Okay, so we will move on to the next question. So the next question is, I have to prove that 2 times tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7 is equal to tan inverse of 31 by 17. Okay, remember this question has been asked many times in your main examinations. Okay, we are going to solve it. And remember, if you see in the previous question, both the terms in the left hand side was tan inverse x. But in this question, you have 2 times tan inverse x. So you cannot directly use tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. First, we have to solve this 2 times tan inverse of x using the property again which you already have learned in the chapter itself. So using this property, that is 2 times tan inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square, provided x will lie between minus 1 to 1. Now we can see here x is 1 by 2, which is in my range minus 1 to 1. Okay, so first let me simplify this 2 times tan inverse of x and then go for the further simplifications. Okay, so 2 times tan inverse of 1 by 2 will be nothing but, okay, tan inverse of, I told you we are using the property 2x. So 2 times, what is x? 1 by 2 divided by 1 minus x square. X is 1 by 2 here. So I am going to use. Okay. Now you can see here 2 and 1 by 2 can be cancelled. So I am going to get tan inverse of, numerator will be just 1 divided by 1 minus, if you take the square of 1 by 2, you going to get 1 by 4. Okay, so this is nothing but tan inverse of, now what is 1 minus 1 by 4? So that is 1 minus 1 by 4 will be 3/4, that is 1 divided by 3 by 4. Okay, so this is nothing but tan inverse of, what is the reciprocal of 3 by 4? This will be nothing but 4 by 3. Okay, so for this calculation you are going to get 1 marks. Now if you again apply to the left, consider LHS to prove the RHS, you will get 1 mark. Okay, now, okay, keep this aside. Now LHS, the left hand side is actually, remember this, left hand side is actually 2 times tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7. Okay, so this is nothing but, substitute back what is 2 times tan inverse x using the previous step. So that is nothing but tan inverse of, we know it is 4 by 3 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7. Okay, again now I am going to use the previous property which I have already checked it. Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y will be tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x square. The provided condition will definitely be holding in this case. So this is nothing but tan inverse of x plus y. So that is 4 by 3 plus 1 by 7 divided by 1 minus 4 by 3 into 1 divided by 7, just using the formula here. Okay, so this is nothing but tan inverse of, if you take the LCM in the numerator, the LCM of 3 and 7 will be 21. Okay, now 3 7s will be 21, so multiply 7 to 4, so 7 4s will be 28. Okay, plus now 7 3s is 21, multiply 3 to 1, it will be 3. Okay, divided by 1 minus 4 1s is 4 divided by 7 3s is 21. Okay, so we are just approaching the final answer here. This is nothing but tan inverse of, now what is 28 plus 3? 28 plus 3 is nothing but 31 by 21 whole divided by, you can check. Now 1 minus 4 by 21 is, again take the LCM here, you will get 21 minus 4. This is actually of the form 21 minus 4 whole divided by 21. Okay, So this is nothing but tan inverse of, check it, 31 by 21 is the numerator, divided by, now what is 21 minus 4? It is actually 17 by 21, isn't it? So if you cancel both the denominators, which is 21 and 21, you are left over with tan inverse of 31 by 17. You can check it clearly. That is what I have to prove here. The LHS to be right hand side should be tan inverse of 31 by 17, and I have got the solution as 31 by 17, which is nothing but RHS, and I can just say hence proved. Okay, so this is how you are going to solve the question given in this pattern. Okay, very easy, isn't it? If you know the properties of inverse trigonometric functions, this question is very easy. Okay, we shall move on to the next question. So the next question we have here is tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 2 by 11 is equal to plus tan inverse of 4 by 3. I have to prove this is equal to pi by 2. Okay, we are going to check this. Now I cannot use the formula tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y plus tan inverse of z together. Now here what I will go to do it is, you can use either first two functions, or you can use any two functions together and consider this formula, which is tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. Okay, for my simplification, it's up to you, where you can use first two functions or you can use the last two functions, or you can use the first and the third function and keep the second function as it is. Okay, now I'm going to use the first two function for this property. Okay, so I'm going to consider tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 2 by 11. Okay, so this is nothing but tan inverse of x plus y, that is 1 by 2 plus 2 by 11 divided by 1 minus x into y, that is 1 by 2 into 2 by 11. Okay, so I've used the formula for tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So this is nothing but tan inverse of, take the LCM of 2 and 11 will be 22. Okay, whole divided by, you can check here, 2 11s is 22, multiply 11 to 1, I'll get 11, plus 11 2s is 22. So if you multiply 2 here, I'll get 2 2s is 4, divided by 1 minus 2 1s is 2, divided by 2 11s is 22. I think you may think of cancelling 1 by 11 here. That will make your simplification complicated. So just keep it as it is. You can divide it later, because if you take the LCM here, numerator denominator here for the numerator and both denominator will be 22. In the numerator we will have denominator as 22. Again in the denominator we will have the denominator as 22. We can easily cancel. So that is why I am not cancelling now here. So I will get tan inverse of 11 plus 4 is nothing but 15 by 22. Okay, divided by, now if you take the LCM, 1 minus 2 by 22 will be 22 minus 2. What is 22 minus 2? It is actually 20 by 22. Okay, now you can cancel 22 here. So I am going to get tan inverse of 15 by 20. So that you can keep it as tan inverse of, what is 15 by 20? 5 3s is 15 and 5 4s is 20. Okay, so please be careful. I've considered these two terms and got the value of as tan inverse of 3 by 4. Okay, therefore now I will consider the full left hand side here. LHS is nothing but tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 2 by 11 plus tan inverse of 4 by 3. Okay, so this is nothing but, we know this is tan inverse of, what is the value of tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 2 by 11. I've just proved it here. This is nothing but tan inverse of 3 by 4. Okay, plus now I'm going to keep this as tan inverse of 4 by 3. Okay, now this is nothing but keep this as it is. You can either use again tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y here, but I want to be clever here. Okay, these two terms looks like the reciprocal functions. So you being smart, I'm going to keep this term as it is, and instead of tan inverse of 4 by 3, I'm going to convert this function as cot inverse of 3 by 4. Okay, what did I use? I used the reciprocal property, that is tan inverse of 1 by x will be cot inverse of x only if x is greater than 0. Definitely here the term 4 by 3 is greater than 0. Okay, so I've used this function, I've kept as it is, and this function I've taken the reciprocal of it. So tan inverse becomes cot inverse, and 4 by 3 reciprocal is 3 by 4. And you can look here, this looks for me as this formula, which is tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x. Now tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x will be equal to pi by 2 if x belongs to the real numbers. Okay, so considering this property, I'm going to write the answer directly as pi by 2. Okay, you can give the reason because it's a 2-marker question, because tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x will be equal to pi by 2. Okay, for the condition x belongs to real numbers. You need not always write the condition here. So I got the LHS and I proved it to as pi by 2, which is what I wanted to get. This is nothing but my RHS, and I can just say hence proved. Okay, so I can easily get the value of this problem. That is why you have to be smart enough in picking the two combinations in the first case. In case if you pick the other two, you may not be easy. It may not be easy for you to solve it so easily. So please be careful. I think this pattern, this way would be very easy for you to get 3 marks for this question. Okay, right. We shall go on to the next question. Now we shall move on to the next question. I have cos inverse of 4 by 5 plus cos inverse of 12 by 13. I have to prove this LHS is equal to cos inverse of 33 by 65. Remember, this was asked in the year 2019 March for 3-mark question. Now, we actually in the textbook we don't have the formula for cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y. Similarly, sin inverse of x plus sin inverse of y. But if you see in the previous old syllabus, we had this formula for cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y as cos inverse of x into y minus root of 1 minus x square into root of 1 minus y square. Okay, remember, I am going to use this property as cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y. Okay, so this is nothing but cos inverse of, it is x into y minus root of 1 minus x square into root of 1 minus y square. Okay, if you can use this property, we can easily solve this problem. Okay, here consider the LHS. What is LHS here? The left hand side of this problem is cos inverse of 4 by 5 into plus cos inverse of 12 by 13. Okay, so this is nothing but cos inverse of x into y. So that is, what is x into y? X is 4 by 5, y is 12 by 13. Okay, right, moving on, minus root of 1 minus x square, that is 4 by 5 whole square into root of 1 minus y square, that is 12 by 13 square. Okay, remember to use the formula clearly. So this is nothing but cos inverse of, you can write here 12 4s I is 48 by 15 3s I is 65. Okay, minus root of, I'll get 1 minus, what is actually 4 square? 4 square is 16 by 5 square is 25. Okay, into root of 1 minus 12 square is 144 divided by 13 square is 169. Okay, these are just simplifications which you would be easily knowing. So keep this term as it is. 48 by 65 minus root of, if you take the LCM here, 1 minus 16 by 25 is 25 minus 16. What is 25 minus 16? You will get 9 and the denominator will be 25 into root of, again 169 minus 144. You are going to get 25 divided by 169. Okay, so this is nothing but cos inverse of, you can take it as 48 by 65 as it is, minus, and this we know 9 is nothing but 3 square and for 25 is 5 square. So I am going to write 3 by 5 whole square into root, again 25 I am going to write 5 square and 169 I am going to write 13 square. Now your square and root will be cancelled. You will be left over with, keep this as it is, 48 by 65 minus square and root will be cancelled. You are just left over with 3 by 5 into 5 by 13. Okay, don't try to cancel here because I have the LCM here in this term as 65. So this is cos inverse of, let me consider this, 48 by 65. As I told you, you can cancel, but for a simplification purpose, keep it as it is. 5 3s is 15 by 13 5s is 65. Now you can see here both the denominators are same, so now you can easily subtract here. So 65 and 65, I'll get 48 minus 15. Okay, so this is nothing but cos inverse of, what is 48 minus 13? This will be, 48 minus 15 is 33 divided by 65. Okay, you can easily see here, that is what I am supposed to get. The RHS I am supposed to get as cos inverse of 33 by 65, and that is what I have got, cos inverse of 33 by 65. So I have considered the LHS, I got my RHS. Okay, hence proved. In this kind of situations, for 3-marker question, it is always safer side for you to use the formula, write it once and then use it. Okay, you can easily get 3 mark or even 2 mark if this question is given. Okay, this question is from the miscellaneous exercise of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, hope you have understood this question. Right, now we will move on to the next question, which has been asked more than 5 times, and most of all the 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, all the July papers, they have asked this question for 3 marks. I have to solve for x. This question is not prove that. Solve for x, that is solve tan inverse of 2x plus tan inverse of 3x is equal to pi by 4. Okay, now again the LHS looks like for me tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So we know that it is nothing but tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Okay, so keep writing both LHS and RHS simultaneously, right? Now write the given function once. So we have, what do we have? We have whatever is given, that is tan inverse of 2x plus tan inverse of 3x is nothing but pi by 4. He has given this. Okay, so I'm going to use the property. So tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is nothing but tan inverse of x plus y, that is 2x plus 3x divided by 1 minus 2x into 3x. Okay, so this is nothing but pi by 4. Okay, so this is nothing but the LHS is tan inverse of, what is 2x plus 3x? So it is nothing but 5x divided by 1 minus 2x into 3x will be 2 3s are 6, x into x is x square. Okay, this is nothing but, remember pi by 4 is 45. Okay, so now what happens here, we can write this term as it is. Okay, for this step keep this as it is. Okay, now apply tan on both sides. If you apply tan on both sides, what happens here is tan inverse, outside tan and the inside tan will be cancelled. Left hand side is just 5x by 1 minus 6x square. So this will be, now if you right hand side you are going to get tan pi by 4. Okay, LHS, if you apply tan on both sides, tan and tan inverse will be cancelled. I'll get 5x divided by 1 minus 6x square. That is nothing but tan pi by 4. Okay, right. Now 5x divided by 1 minus 6x square is nothing but, what is tan? Pi by 4 is 45, right? What is tan 45? I hope you will be knowing it. It's a very beautiful result. Tan 45, tan 5 by 4 is 1. Okay, tan 45 degree is 1. So you can write it as 1. Okay, now you cross multiply, you will get 5x is equal to 1 minus 6x square. If you bring the term to the left hand side, I am going to get 6x square minus 6x square becomes plus 6x square plus 5x, which is already here, and when 1 is brought to left hand side it becomes minus 1. This is nothing but 0. So this will be my quadratic equation which I have to solve. Okay, now using the term, I think you are familiar with quadratic equation, splitting the terms. Okay, I have to sum or difference, I should get 5x, but the product of the terms I should be getting minus 6x square. So I am going to get 6x into x will give me 6x square. So because I have to get a negative product, one of the term should be negative, and because 5x is plus, I am going to get 6x minus x. Okay, so if you split up, I will get 6x square plus 6x minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Taking 6x common in the first two terms, I will get, 6x is taken outside, I am just left over with x plus 1. In both the terms I have minus 1 outside, I will get x minus of plus is minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so the terms I have here, x plus 1 into 6x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, if you equate two of the terms, I will get x is equal to minus 1, or if I use 6x minus 1 is equal to 0, I will get x is equal to 1 by 6. Remember, I have two values for x. I have x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 1 by 6. Now remember, I have to clearly check whether these values will satisfy the given equation. For what values? Okay, clearly you can see here, clearly x is equal to minus 1 does not satisfy the above equation, that is the given equation, which is tan inverse of 2x plus tan inverse of 3x is equal to pi by 4. So x is equal to minus 1 does not satisfy the given equation. So hence you can write, hence x is equal to 1 by 6 is the only solution. X is equal to 1 by 6 is the only solution. Okay, so if they give you this question in your examination, you can easily get 3 marks. This is actually a very easy question for you to get 3 marks, right? Shall we move on to the next one? Okay, the next question we have is tan inverse of 1 by x divided by tan inverse of 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x is equal to half into tan inverse of x for x greater than 0. I have to solve this similar to the previous question. This was asked in March 2017 for 2 marks. Okay, now remember, the LHS is of the form tan inverse of 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x. If you know this, actually this LHS can be written as tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of x. Okay, this is my LHS. The RHS will be 2 times tan inverse of x. Okay, you might be wondering how you got this result. Okay, we are just using this kind of question here. Okay, tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 plus theta is 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta. Similarly, 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta is tan of pi by 4 minus theta. Using similar results for inverse trigonometric function, actually if you apply, you will get this. Okay, so tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of x is what you get here. Okay, in the reverse order. Okay, now bring this term to the right hand side. I will get tan inverse of 1 is nothing but, actually you have tan inverse of x plus half times tan inverse of x. Okay. Now LHS is tan inverse of, what is 1? You can write tan 45 is 1. Just now we discussed 1 is nothing but tan 45. Okay. So that is nothing but, now 1, that is tan inverse of x plus half tan inverse of x. What is 1 plus half? So that is 1 and a half. So that is 3 by 2 tan inverse of x. Okay. Now tan inverse and tan will be cancelled. You will get pi by 4 is equal to 3 by 2 times tan inverse of x. Okay. So now cross multiply. Actually if you divide, you will get pi by 4 divided by 3 by 2 is equal to tan inverse of x, isn't it? So if you multiply, you will get pi by 4 into 2 by 3 is equal to tan inverse of x. Okay. So 2 ones are 2 2s are, you will get pi by 6. So pi by 6 is equal to tan inverse of x. Okay. Now apply tan on both sides. I will get tan pi by 6 is equal to, again as I told you, you will just get x. If you apply tan on both sides, I will get tan pi by 6 here, excuse me. I will get tan pi by 6 will be, tan and tan inverse will be cancelled. I will just get x. What is tan pi by 6? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3 is equal to x is the required solution of the given equation. It's very easy question. If they give you, you can easily solve it for 2 marks. Okay. Now friends, we have come to the conclusion of this session. So we have solved almost many problems on 2 and 3 marker question which has been asked in the previous years, and maybe a few questions and maybe 3 or 4 questions are remaining which will be dealt in the last session in the next video. Okay. I hope you have enjoyed this class which was very informative. Okay. Keep watching and let's meet again in the next session. Okay. Until then, take care and bye.